So Libby Dean, News Nation's Libby Dean is on the phone. She's been monitoring the latest developments. Libby, I think it is quite remarkable that there was a witness. Once those shots rang out from the Secret Service, who, had the wherewithal, the situational awareness to see that barrel of an AK-style weapon through the brush, that witnesses saw this person, who we now know the name, Ryan Wesley Routh, that he was running to a getaway car, took a picture of the license plate, and police had a strategy of capturing this guy, not even giving him a chance to get away. Tell us about what you know.
Well, I think it is remarkable, Adrienne, how these witnesses have really played into how these investigations unfold of these assassination attempts. Of course, the FBI calling this alleged assassination attempt. And it's interesting how these witnesses have really played a hand in giving that information. We know that the witness gave the license plate of the suspected assassin. What I want to talk to you, Adrienne, about, though, is what comes next for Trump here. We know that the last time someone attempted to take his life, he immediately returned to the campaign trail and returned to speak at the Republican National Convention. Will that be the case here? That is likely. He has 4 events in the next, between now and Saturday, Michigan, New York, D.C., North Carolina, all still making stops in those battleground states. So I think it'll be interesting to see if his schedule remains the same. And if the past informs the present here, we know that he did that after the convention, or after the last assassination attempt.
Isn't it crazy that you have to say after the last assassination attempt? I mean, good God, 2 times in 9 weeks. I was listening to the local sheriff who was part of the effort to capture this gunman. And he said that when they found out that the license plate the witness reported was red in nearby Martin County, just north of West Palm Beach, they didn't immediately pull him over. In fact, they waited for additional resources to arrive and then surrounded him, made sure that they blocked him off, had guns drawn to pull him out of that vehicle and took him into custody. But just how he was able to manage to get to the backside or wherever that hole was near where the president was playing is still baffling to me. I mean, I'm repeating this because for people watching at home, there are a lot of law enforcement families who watch our show. And we are so grateful for everyone who serves and protects, including the Secret Service. But when something happens like what happened in Butler, there's been added scrutiny. And Libby, I would think that you could speak to this. So much criticism of the security failures in Butler, Pennsylvania. Things went right today. And yet we're still maybe thinking, how did this guy get so close to a former president?
The director of the Secret Service, all the fallout that happened post last assassination attempt. And of course, that went wrong, and we're seeing Congress now investigate what happened that day. Of course, today went right. We didn't have a former president, luckily, who was actually shot. So we'll see the fallout on Secret Service here. But we do know, on the campaign trail, I see the same Secret Service agents who surrounded Trump that day in Butler are the same ones that we see on the campaign trail. He has the same body guy with him practically at all of these events. And I assume that's going to continue to be the case. But, of course, the fallout with the Secret Service as they cover this tumultuous campaign trail, the pressure only greater here, and continues to grow. We thought it was heightened after Butler, and here we are again.
Here we are again. And just weeks later, we now know the name of this gunman, Ryan Wesley Routh, in custody now for another attempted assassination on former President Trump. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.